so easy to put them all together and to put them out for like an event or something like that. So when people come in and they just see that in 15 seconds it's set up, and in 15 more seconds it's broken down, and it just makes for bartenders or for banquet workers, you know, servers, to have that part of the night be easy, I think is something huge for them.
But they can also create whatever the customer would like. Right. So again, you know, you have a base, like, you know, they like an idea of a portable bar, but if they want to add something to it, you just let them know and they will cater to you.
Welcome to Let's Set Your Table, the food service and hospitality podcast that brings you the experts, trending news, and product reviews from across the industry. So grab a chair with your hosts and join us as we set your table.
Well, welcome back all again to yet another episode of Let's Set Your Table. I'm your host, John D., and today I'm joined with my two colleagues from the Hode Group and in the wonderful Chicago showroom on Carpenter Street in downtown Chicago in the Fulton Market District. I've got Jen Katta and Conor Frank. How you guys doing?
Good morning. We're great.
Good morning.
Hey, is it going to be 70 degrees here soon, I hear?
It's about 75. Very excited.
Is it today at 75?
It is, yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Few and far between.
I should have known because Conor's got his short sleeve polo on, so that's good.
Oh yeah, I walked from the train in my short sleeve polo. It was perfect. Won't do that for the next 3 days when it's raining. But.
Right.
Hey, you got to take it when you can get it and get it when you can take it. There you go. So, well, guys, I wanted to get together today. Just a little background. Jen, of course, Jen Katta is one of our directors of business development, and she works in the showroom specifically. And Conor Frank is, welcome, our newest addition to the team in our Chicago showroom. He is the manager of our Chicago showroom. Conor, welcome to the Hode Group. And, of course, welcome to your first episode of Let's Set Your Table.
Thanks, John. Yeah, it's been an awesome transition. Everybody's so fantastic. And, I'm excited to be on the show with you.
We hear great things about you and your willingness to do what it's going to take to help us win out there. It's really inspirational. So thanks, man. Well, listen, guys, before we go any further, let's give a shout out to our sponsor.
This episode of Let's Set Your Table is brought to you by the Hode Group Chicago Showroom. The Hode Group offers professional broker services in the food service and hospitality industry with over 40 years experience. The Hode Group's product showroom boasts over 4,000 square feet of some of the best product lines in the industry. So if you're interested in scheduling a free in-person or virtual appointment with a product specialist, please visit hodegroupshowroom.com. That's HODE groupshowroom.com.
Okay, we're back, and we want to just take a minute and talk today a little bit about Lionswood Banquet Furniture, as we discussed. And Lionswood is something I'm getting new to and used to, and I know Conor and Jen, you guys get to play with it and see it and touch it and feel it in that showroom. That's the beautiful part about our showroom in Chicago. So I know Patrick Miller, who's new to us, and we'll hear from Patrick hopefully on some upcoming episodes, but Patrick is attending and going to visit the factory this week, and our territory's opened up for us to sell Lionswood and promote Lionswood in the state of Georgia, which is awesome. So I'm pretty excited about it. So I know you guys have had some experience with it, and I know, Jen, you just recently, and you guys have probably seen this, those listening to some of our social content, Jen did a wonderful walkthrough with Conor's help on the video that we did showing the capabilities and easeability of the Flex Bar. So how was that, Jen? I mean, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Even at 5'1", you said,
yeah.
I can do it, anybody can do it.
Well, we just wanted to show and exemplify how easy it is to open up the Flex Bar as well as put it away, and how small it can come, or right,
compact.
How compact that you can make it, and then be able to store it wherever you'd like. So especially if you're on a rooftop and it's cocktail hour or it's a wedding, you don't need to wait for a big guy like Conor to bring out this bar. Someone like me can just move it out there, set it up, and you're ready to go.
Well, hence the word flexibility and Flex Bar, right?
Correct,
so,
yes.
I mean, they came up with a great name on that. I got to tell you, it's been one of the hottest things that I've heard, that you guys are getting a lot of attention with that flex bar. Conor, you get to see these people. I know Jen works with you in the showroom, but you get to work with our other fabulous consultants on our team. What have you experienced, and what are some of the comments that you've heard from some of our operators and professionals?
Yeah, I think it's interesting, right? Because Lionswood has these two sides. It's like you look at some of what Lionswood does, and it's so custom. It's you pick this type, this color. We build it in our factory in Maryland. Yeah. Everything's custom for you, and then they have the flex bar where you can have any number of these, and it's so easy to put them all together and to put them out for like an event or something like that. So when people come in and they just see that in 15 seconds it's set up, and in 15 more seconds it's broken down, and it just makes for bartenders or for banquet workers, servers, to have that part of the night be easy. I think is something huge for them. Yeah.
Patrick has got a contact at one of the big golf courses, pretty PGA level course, LPGA level course in Georgia, and they're already want to know all about the flex bar because they see the benefits of using something like that. So I know that when Jen does the video, and the guys, again, those listening, if you want to check the video out, it will be also attached in the show notes here on this episode. So the fabulous Jen Katta doing the whole, was it Vanna White thing?
It was very Vanna.
It was very Vanna. Very Vanna. Yeah. So, it's just got that flexibility to it. But, Jen, I love when you did it that way, that at the end you're like bars open, which was great. And how quickly you dismantled that and then set it back into that small little footprint that it actually folds down to. So it was great. It was great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And I could definitely see that flex bar at the Masters.
Yeah, that's not the one. That's not the club.
That would be a nice one.
It's not the club, but it would be a great bar to sell to them. We have some of our reps that we work with that do frequent and have some business at that club as well. But Lionswood, besides the flex bar, and I think the biggest benefit of working with someone like Lionswood is really the fact that they're USA manufactured. So there's none of the shipping across the pond in the containers, and a lot of I suspect, and again, this may be a question for all of us to understand better, that they're sourcing their materials hopefully here in the U.S. And there's none of the tariff game on it, and there's none of the the long lead times on it, and it's manufactured right here in the USA, which is important.
Correct.
But
and
they
their
also
durability too. I'm sorry to interrupt, but their durability of the stainless steel that they use. Something I learned when I went out to their factory is that a 22 gauge steel is typically what any Joe Schmo company would use, where Lionswood uses 16, and the lower you go, the more durable and just hard, your workhorse is right. For steel. So the 16 gauge is very impressive, and that's something that, these bars are indestructible. They have them on CADs. They're incredibly built to last, so they're not going to be knocking off, because that's to me, what I've heard the most complaints about is when you're traveling with these portable bars or portable induction units, sometimes the wheels fall off. Well, their chassis are very strong, and, everything is built to last. So the durability is incredible.
In those caster wheels they use, right, because it's a higher quality, you can, say on a golf course or something like that, it's not just in a banquet hall that you roll it out of a closet and you roll it in. I could roll it down the sidewalk, down to an outdoor event, in front of the clubhouse, something like that. So I think that's such a big, with other units that are using this thinner stainless, that are using these chintzier caster wheels, you're going to see a lot of wear and tear on that really quick. You shouldn't, you can't really roll it outside, or you're going to need to replace the casters real quick. I think something that Lionswood does so well is bring quality even into a larger production item, because With the Flex Bar, it's a little different where, they're all going to be similar when it comes down to the base, and then the customization comes on the signage and the custom printing and inlays and things like that you're able to utilize.
Yeah, I agree. You've got to have those wheels are important because you're going to go across a lot of different, you go through some rough stuff. So you got to have that durability, and I think it looked like, Jen, the way you were wheeling that thing around. Now, again, our floors in our showroom are beautifully polished concrete, but you were whipping that thing around with no effort whatsoever, which is nice.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. So now I know that it's a very bespoke product, which means it's more customized to the operator as to what they want. Jen, as you pointed out in your video, there's customization. You can logo it. You can brand it to your brand. Lots of things you can do with it, right? Because it's just you make the skins and you put the skins on the bar, correct?
Correct. And I think right now it does come in a black and a silver gray. And I believe they can
Silver
do a
gray,
white.
nice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Real pretty. But again, it's something that they can aesthetically match, wherever you are, whatever space you're in, to make it either more elegant or more casual and more athletic looking for, whatever environment you're in.
Right. And I suspect, and Conor, I don't know if you know this, but do they make different sizes of this, or is this sort of standard size Flex Bar?
It's comes in the standard size. I think the things that they can adjust are there are inserts on the backside. So depending on the type of inserts that you want, classic insert would be a dishwash tub, bar tub, things like that. But you can get induction inserts and things like that to customize. And then the front side of it, you can get custom signage that goes on top of magnetic peels. That you can get on that. And then they can also do lighting systems if you're doing more like elegant, maybe an outdoor wedding reception at night or something. You want these like, a nice lighting system as well as lights in the back to kind of light the bartender as well. So they do, even in a product like this that they're creating en masse, they're still bringing that Lionswood touch of customization and making it your own, which I think is a big part of who they are.
Absolutely. And Jen, I know you deal with this too. We get so many requests for customization things all the time. It's good and it's bad, right? The good is you can offer it. The bad is sometimes it takes the operator a long time to figure out what it is they want and how they want it, and there's sometimes a lot of revisions that have to go down. But once they get what they want, boy, it is such an advantageous piece of equipment and furniture in their lineup within their operation. So
correct. What's nice is they do have, ideas and models of things they've done before, but they can also create whatever the customer would like.
Right.
So again, you have a base, like, they like an idea of a portable bar, but if they want to add something to it, you just let them know and they will cater to you. So that's kind of nice for the customer to know that, it can definitely be their own product.
Yeah. So, Conor, when you get customers coming through the showroom, do they want to know what it is, or have they heard about it, or do you guys demo it to them? How does that go?
I think we always demo the Flex Bar because of the functionality. It's an easy demo. We do it in 20 seconds.
Right, 20 seconds. Yeah,
it's crazy. Once I've done it a few times, I don't even have to think about it. It's so easy. It's so simple to get it all lined up. But I think in general, Lionswood is gaining name recognition. But I think a lot of people still put it in that bespoke realm, which it definitely is. But I think this is pushing them into more of this efficient functionality that they want to be a part of as well, because I think that's important in the banquet space. Yeah.
Now, Jen, one of our colleagues who's been on the show with us and you and I together, Carrie O'Connor. Carrie, I think, had just hit one out of the park with one of the operators, I think, in the Chicagoland area.
Correct.
And they really took a big step into
portable induction units.
Oh, the portable induction units. Yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely.
Right.
Well, let's talk about the portable induction units. And, that's another hot piece. And behind you, Conor, happens to be our induction top counter, which Jen, you and Carrie, we've done a few reels on that where you guys have sat and you've demoed it before, but that's another great piece of a banquet furniture and equipment from Lionswood.
Yes, and you can't tell, but on the other side of the induction table there's 4 induction units actually. So we have 4 that can be, heated up or cooled down, and it's a very nice, versatile piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of that. What I was really excited when I was talking to them when they came through the showroom is how functional it is for prep as well. On the other side, right, is when you're prepping. Say they have an omelet station, and you need to be frying and prepping things. They can be on the back side of it, prepping things, and then pushing it forward onto the front side where it's staying warm. That piece in general, and their general and the induction product that they put out, everything is the best version of that when it comes to their lithium batteries, when it comes to their wiring, like we talked about with the 16 gauge rather than 22 gauge, when it comes to their steel and everything they use. It's easy to see and feel like right away, like this quality is top, is peak.
And the key is that they use lithium battery.
Yeah.
It's not going to combust or
which is
blow up on you.
In most spaces, quite important these days.
Correct. Yes.
So, yeah. Well, Jen, you've got the catalog open. I mean, they offer not only portable induction units, but they've got quite a portfolio of, I guess, traditional banquet furniture, right? And carts.
They do, and they also have, like a gelato cart, an ice cream cart.
There you go.
A Madison credenza with a wood body frame. I mean, again, there's so many different samples for them to look at and choose from that they can either add on to it or take away from it, but just gives them a guide. But they truly can do anything that, anyone envisions.
It's just so interesting to be like, okay, I want, say, like a gelato card, but I want the sides to be teak. I want this to be a rough iron look, but be steel. I want the umbrella to be green and white with our banner on it. I want it to have 6 casters instead of 4 casters. The stuff that they can do, to create things exactly to your specifications is so interesting and so cool, because they have these engineers there that's what they do. And it is customize and build these pieces from scratch or by using chassis or pieces from other things.
And what's nice too is we can get Justin or Zach, the 2 brothers that own the company, on a call, and they can also help educate the customer and guide them. Like, maybe, they'll say, hey, 6 casters is too much. Let's bring it down to 4, and here's why. So they will explain the process, explain why they feel this might be better than this, and they'll help guide the customer to the right decision.
Yeah, it's just not a cookie cutter process.
No,
it's tailor made. It's bespoke. It's you get that level of expertise, which is
and
much
customer service.
Yeah,
for sure.
Customer service much needed today in the world we live in, because you guys have heard me speak, especially you, Jen, about customer service being dead in America. And I just had an operator that I met. We're going to do an interview with him soon. He's from Another Broken Egg, and he's in charge of the culinary operation as far as menuing and some of his social outreach too that he does. And he's prepared to talk to me about his take on customer service. They're from Another Broken Egg, and Another Broken Egg, again, stay tuned, folks. You'll want to hear this one. But customer service is just very, very important today. And I believe that's the cut that separates the good from the not so good or the mediocre.
Correct. And that's what I love about Zach and Justin is they're not going to just take a sale to take a sale. They're going to tell you, we want this to work in your space. We want it to be, the best product for your environment, for your customers, aesthetically, everything. So they will take that time to make sure that it's exactly how you want it and how they recommend it's best for you and your environment. So.
Well, they stand behind their product, and that's huge and definitely important. So we're going to see them And maybe we can. I know, Conor, you help us so much, even on the getting some content for the reels. We can visit them over at the NRA booth, go on the floor, and maybe we can get a little shot with them together and put some video B-roll up, and maybe get some conversation from them in May. And that's right around the corner,
I'll be all
guys.
over NRA. So
yeah. Well, you and I maybe could do some damage together, and Jen's going to run and hide from us. So but no, you're not, Jen. You can't hide, Jen. We know where to find you. But and again, for those listening, if you want to consult with us, if you want to check this out, you can check us out here at the Hode Group Chicago showroom. Please contact one of our local representatives to set up your own in-house appointment. Well, guys, thanks for taking a little bit of time today, and it's so good to see you. It's been a minute since we've actually put an episode together. We've had a lot of changes, all good, of course, at the Hode Group.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Well, we're going to have to leave it right here. That's all the time we have for you today. If you'd like to reach any of us at the Hode Group or Lionswood, please check out our show notes on our contact information attached to this podcast. And if you're so moved, we'd be grateful that you leave us a positive review on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube Music. We'd also like to encourage you to leave us a comment and perhaps topics you'd like us to discuss in future episodes. Well, we'd love to help, so let's connect and let us help you set your table. We'll see you again next time right here.
Please join us again for another episode of Let's Set Your Table. If you would like more information, samples, or would like to consult with the Hode Group, visit thehodegroup.com. That's HODE group.com.